Uptown Girl. It's Romania Black, and I have Billy Joel stuck in my head because we're on one of our commissions for this month from patron Nicholas. And Nicholas, I was really surprised to have this commissioned. I've not watched this movie, Uptown Girls, that came out in 2003. I've never even heard of this movie. However, pulling it up, I'm watching this through Tubi. So if you go on Tubi, I don't know if it's like a US only thing, but if you are in the US, I think you can watch it for free with ads on there. But I immediately saw Brittany Murphy and I was like, well, first, R.I.P. Brittany Murphy. R.I.P. A legendary actress of our time, of my generation, that sadly died far too young. But yeah, so Brittany Murphy, Uptown Girls. This movie came out in 2003. It's an hour and 33 minutes. I have no clue what it's about, and all I know is that Brittany Murphy's in it, and I think Dakota Fanning. I think this is a very young Dakota Fanning, so wild times. I was like a freshman in high school in 2003. So, and I also was watching anime and cartoons, so I was not watching a lot of live action shows unless it was like Romy Michelle's High School Reunion or something like that. But I'm super excited that Nicholas has commissioned this movie because I've recently gotten into on my channel being commissioned some movies that are live action that I haven't seen, especially stuff like Coherence. There's been a couple movies from the past that I knew of them, but never got a chance to watch them. And so now here we are. But yeah, so special thanks to Nicholas. Thank you for commissioning this Patreon movie for the month. I don't know if there is a commission slot open on my channel right now, but if you are wanting to look, you can go check it out. There are usually only 4 slots a month open, so they get snatched up luckily very quickly, and I'm super grateful for that. So thank you so much, Nicholas. Thank you so much for those of you that have commissioned this month over on Patreon. Mwah. There are 4 really good movies that have been commissioned for you all to watch with me, and I'm super excited about that. But yeah, so I don't know anything about Uptown Girls except that it is a Billy Joel song, so I had to put my Billy Joel shirt on, and that's got Brittany Murphy, and that's all I know. So we are going to, of course, be listening. There will be a PIP down below, but we're going to be listening to this and then talking about the movie afterwards and just seeing what all we get with it. So I'm pretty excited. But yeah, this is, again, I love going into blind into movies because I have no clue what to expect. And especially with a live action, I don't know. Hopefully it's not a horror movie. So, but we'll find out, right? If there are any commercial breaks, I will edit them out in the reaction itself, but we are going to start Uptown Girls, the commission for this week, and we are going to do that here in 3, 2, 1, and let's go. PG-13, supposedly, allegedly. All right, okay. All right. MGM, you say? I feel like 2003. That's Dakota Fanning. Oh, cool. Oh, God, don't stop spinning. I don't want to throw up. Why is there a pig? What? Is Brittany Murphy the princess that was orphaned? Oh. Molly. Oh my God. 'Tis a pig. There was a moment in time where American film was obsessed with pigs. Will you? I mean, whether it was like Gordy or Babe or Charlotte's Web or apparently this movie, Uptown Girls, that's done in the Friends font or Friends adjacent font. Okay. Oh, wow. The set design here. Okay. So she's been orphaned. This room is so chaotic. The overconsumption. uh, oh my god. Do you know about the pig that's in her apartment as well? Oh wow, those stairs. Where is this the same building that Ghostbusters was filmed in? Is she a stripper? What does Molly do for a living? To get all of this. What does Molly do for a living to get all of these gifts? And a pig. Oh. Oh. Oh man, she was in everything in the early 2000s. What does Molly do? Huckleberry, I'm watching this girl and trying to figure out her line of work. It's like a reverse It's a Wonderful Life. Yikes. That didn't age well. So, uh-huh. Sure, we'll go with that. Is this the same? Were they not in Romy Michelle's high school reunion? I feel like they were. I feel like at least 2 out of 3 actresses here were. Yes. I feel they were all in Romy Michelle's high school reunion. All of them. Oh, girl, I have forehead wrinkles. Know that. Yeah. Oh. Uh, but I love Dakota Fanning. God. Oh my God, love this girl. What is happening? Oh. Okay. Okay. Uh. Oh man. Hello, 2003. Why is she crying? Oh my god. Brittany Murphy just always had like such an edge to her without even trying. Is it supposed to be like a play on Oasis? We were going to sing Coldplay, but it was copyright. Neil Fox! Oh my god. Celibate like Morrissey! Oh my god, I love her. She's like a little tiny Angela from The Office. Damn, what kind of product placement did Evian do on this? I love that she's like trying to listen and ignore the kid. I don't know exactly what she does. I would have done the same. She like, nice to see. Bye. She's going with the Fleabag approach. This one's different. Oh my god, I love how insane she is. Oh man. I love her as this little kid. Oh my god. And she's stabbing that girl. Oh my god. She's like, kiss my cheek. Oh my god. I can feel it in my fingers. She's a... Somehow Brittany Murphy can pull it off. Mm. Oh. Woo! Oh, she girl. Oh, girl. Girl, you sure about that? Did the what? Girl. Girl. Oh my god. So were her parent, was her dad like a rock star? Well, yes, that is my pig. One night in Bangkok. Dun, 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 dun. The fact that... Oh, wow. Okay, so her dad was a guitarist. Okay. Mm. Oh. She's like, my parents are dead. There's trauma there. Yeah. She's like, hi, do you want to recognize my trauma? She's like, just don't sing the trauma song. He's like, oh, we're going to eat the pig. She's like if a guitarist orphan daughter was a manic pixie dream girl. Ah, that explains more. Mm. Girl, are you enabling this man who's struggling with addiction? Maybe don't do that. 2003 was a different time. 22 years ago, this guy's clearly struggling with addiction. Girl, don't enable. Well, we're going to enable this man who's trying to struggle with his sobriety. Ah. Mm. I mean, Brittany Murphy. She, she's like literally trying to hook up with this man. And he's like, oh, do you want to hear my song? Literally, this is bombing. There is too much. You wanted to have sex with him, girl. You wanted him to come. You were desperate. Oh my god. You just wanted him to go because you said he was smothering you. Girl! I love the pig just in the bed. You just wanted him to go because you said he was smothering you. Also, her house is a brand of chaos that I cannot. Wow. Oh my god. What? Brittany Murphy's character's unhinged. I also love her. She was in so many things and they. Yep. Yep. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. You did. You said that. No. Oh my god, girl. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. That man's voice I've heard in other things before. She's so unhinged. I love it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love Ing. I love her. Oh my god. Young Gabor. So neat. Oh my god. Oh my god. Girl. Girl. $1,300 for bed sheets? For bed sheets? Oh no. Okay, so they're in New York. Yeah. He sounds like Russell Brand a little bit. I lost a shoe. Has the same vibe. She's like, I have Egyptian cotton, bitch. I want to know what $1,300 sheets feel like. Alarm clocks. Girl. I'm just saying random, spelling this random stuff. Girl. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I love her. I love Ing. I love Inch. She's great. Oh my God. Huh? She's gonna babysit the little kid. Yes. Yes. Babysit that kid. Oh my God. That that outfit. Oh shit. Oh my God, that outfit. Oh my God. Also, Brittany Murphy's outfit is the most quintessential 2003 thing I've seen in a long time. What coat? Oh, she does have one. Those overalls are insane. Oh, wow. Those overalls are absolutely insane. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. It's so pretty. Very cold, though. Very cold. Instead of Lorraine. What about her pig? Who's watching her pig? What if she brings the pig? Oh my gosh. Is that her dad? Mm. Does she maybe is Ray's character kind of like a hypochondriac maybe because her dad's sick? Oh, cute. Very cute. Very dainty and orderly. Oh my god. To be fair, Molly is not great with toys, and she would probably break everything. What the goodness? Oh my god. Girl, I would not be having this woman clean your dishes. This woman is like a slob. No. Oh my god. My little friend. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hmm. Hmm. Oh my gosh, Dakota Fanning. Ah! Uh, not the pig! Not the pig! Probably because you got evicted. Um. Oh, girl. Like Los Angeles. Mm. Oh, man. Brittany Murphy was made to be like just that distressed looking actress. Also, she's barefoot. Like, girl. Barefoot in New York City? Hell no. No way. She's gonna bring this pig up here. She gave you that Egyptian cotton, Neil. That was $1,300 sheets. Oh my god. Uh, for a second, I thought she was gonna be like sleeping on the roof where it was raining. Mm-hmm. With Rajiv. Oh my god. Girl! He did well. No, not the pig! Not Moo. Oh my god. Meanwhile. Oh my god! Ah. Mm. Hmm. Ooh. I was gonna say this girl probably is not used to somebody coming back. That probably not used to someone coming back. Oh my god. Mm. uh. Oh my god. Ah. Ooh. Hmm. How's she gonna react to this pig? Uh. Oh my god. A swineherd. What? To be fair, if Tiger Woods gave you that golf club, I wouldn't sell it for $10. I've seen that actress before. Uh. Oh my god. Ah! This decluttering. Not the deconsumption. Oh no, girl. Hmm. She kind of looks like Dakota. Mm. Aw. Aw. That would be sad if that was your home and what your parents had left you, and then you didn't have it anymore. Is this supposed to be Michael Bolton? Ah. And she knows what it's like because her dad's in the same boat, only not dead. Mm. Mm. Ooh. Mm. Mm. Ooh. 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 Ah! Oh my god, all the laundry. Girl, what are we doing? Oh my god, girl. Girl. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my god, not the girl. Oh my god. No, girl. Oh my god. Girl, know what we doing. No. Oh my god. What are you doing? Oh my god. Like, uh-huh. A silly goose. Oh. She's so damn charming. This is a deep one. Ah! Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Uh-huh. Oh my god, girl. Oh no. Oh no. He said he hates purple. Oh no. Oh. Mm. Mm. Oh girl. Oh girl. Oh my god. Ha! That was great to have it included. With the pig. Oh, I love them bonding getting closer. Uh, oh my god. Mm. Oh. Mm. The shade of this girl. Mm. Oh. Damn. That dress. Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh my god, she's gonna hit something. Oh no. This little girl. Oh my god. Oh. Oh my god, that hair. Oh. Hmm. Oh. Ooh. 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 Oh shit. Oh. Oh. Oh my god, this girl. So she didn't go on that date, and she didn't do any of this. What about the pig? Oh my god. Oh my god. The transition. The transition. Aww. That one lady's like, you guys stood up, standing ovation for these guys? They're like 12. I'm joking. She's looking for her mom. And she's not there. Aww. Aww. And there's Roma. Oh. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Like, you're such a fan, but you don't know the song? Oh. 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 And she knows how much that recital meant to her. And the mom didn't even care because she didn't think it was important. Oh my gosh. Oh, this poor kid. Oh. Okay, well, the pig's staying at her house. That makes sense. Ophelia! I love that's part of the music. Oh, and her taking time. Oh my god. Oh, girl. That's like. Mm. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. A hot dog! Her eating the hot dog. Nathan's hot dogs, yeah. Oh my god. That's so cute. Oh wow, there's like nobody here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh. Oh girly. Mm, that's funny. A little this way. Oh. Oh. Mm. Oh, that's a good shot, but it's like them back to back. That's so sad they got there a week early. And she tried to do something nice for her. Mm. Mm. Oh. 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 Mm. Mm. Oof. Mm. Mm. Oh. Mm. Hmm. Oh. 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 She's like, I'm the one consoling you. Oh. 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 She's like, how'd this woman end up here? Mm. Uh. Like she could fit, like, girl, you were sprawled out there. Girl didn't even put pajamas on. Why is he here? Is he here because the mom? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Damn. And all the parents and their kids. Oh. Oh. Girl, what are you doing? Think of Ray. Girl. Let's not get crazy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. And now the roles are reversed. Oh. Hmm. Oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Could you? Mm-hmm. Oh. I'm like, just don't tell this little girl that her mom is cheating on her ah husband with Neil. I like that she joked about the radiation and all that, but then oh. Oh. This movie better not make me cry. Oh. 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 That's gonna make me cry. Oh my god. Uh ah! It's just very single. Cray. Oh. Oh. Oh, with the jacket she made him. Oh my god. Mm. Oh my god. Oh. 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 But what? Oh. 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 And she's gonna blame her because she told her he'd live longer. Mm. Well, you didn't pinky promise, to be fair. Oof. Oof. It's Heather Locklear, isn't it? Mm. No, she's not. You don't even know it all, ma'am. Oh. Oof. Oh, I want her to give her the ballet tutu, though. Oh, mm-hmm. This guy. Is that right? Mm. Get it, girl. Oof. Ugh. Damn. Mm. Wow. Ugh. Mm. Oh. I mean, how many guitars are there? Mm. Uh, Huey's a real one. Huey's a real one for putting up with Molly. The bed. Mm. Aw. Aw. Mm. She go to the teacups. Mm. She gonna go to the teacups? Oh. Come on, girl, think it through. Did she go to Coney Island? Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Because she's feeling the same thing. Or is she not there? Oh. 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 Yeah. Oh. 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 Oh my gosh, this made me cry. Mm. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh, I love. Girl, become a fashion designer. Do it. Like Garth Brooks just randomly. What a world. Hmm. Aw. Aw. Ing. Aw. Aw. I love you, Huey. I love you, dude. Oh my gosh. Hmm. With the pig on the bed. Aw. Aw. Oh my god. Huh. Oh. Oh my god, that's perfect. Oh my God, girl. Oh. Oh. Oh my God. She's like, really? Him? A string quartet playing it. Oh my God. Mm. Did he buy all the guitars? Oh. He did buy all of them. Oh. 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 Uh. Oh. Oh. This is Sia watched this and was like, just wait till I write chandelier. Oh. 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 And she was the narrator, yeah. Oh. Oh. Is there anything after the end credits? No, there is not. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. That movie legitimately almost made me cry. That movie almost made me cry. That was really I really enjoyed that. What a good movie. I did a little bit of snooping before coming here to talk to you about it. So this did come out in 2003. Dakota Fanning was in fact like 9 years old recording this. Dakota Fanning actually started acting in 2001 in the movie I Am Sam with Sean Penn, which I've seen that movie. It was like her first debut film, and she was incredible in it. And she's just such a talented actress. Like, she's 31 now, which makes the fact that this movie is like 22 years old insane to me. I hate that. I hate that this movie is 22 years old. No. So that's weird. That's weird to me. That's very weird to me. But yeah, Dakota Fanning is such a good actress, and this is one of her earliest films that she's done, and it's so good. She's such a good actress. Brittany Murphy, I'm gonna say this, she was kind of ahead of her time in the weirdest ways. I hate that she died so young. She was 32 and she died in 2009. This actress, so like technically she passed 6 years after this came out. But Brittany Murphy, she was so good. And I forget sometimes what a good actress she is until I see her in things, and I'm like, damn, she was a good actress. She's so quirky, and there's something about Brittany Murphy that she's such a quirky actress, and she has these huge emotive eyes. But when she does roles like this, you're like, she has such a range. Like, she could play this manic pixie dream girl-esque, like, rock star's daughter that was spoiled and had everything and then had to start all over again. But then she hits you with these moments where she could be really soft and really powerful. And I just, So apparently this movie came out in 2003, and apparently it was panned by critics. And I'm like, this is not a bad movie. This was a really heartfelt little movie, and I liked it. Was it perfect? No. I mean, I really liked, I think the only thing that I would criticize this movie for is that there are elements that get started that the movie doesn't expand upon. And so if the movie expanded upon those elements, I think it would have maybe made it feel more complete. But the movie is only an hour and a half, and it just kind of wraps everything up, which I thought it was cute. I liked this movie a lot, honestly. This movie feels very 2003. I was thinking of like Forgetting Sarah Marshall. I was thinking of Romy Michelle's High School Reunion. Which that film's more 90s, and Forgetting Sarah Marshall's more like late 2000s. But still, there was a formula of romance comedies. And this isn't really a romance comedy, which is kind of one of the things I kind of like about it, that I want to talk about it. It's not really a romance comedy. It's just a comedy and a drama, and I kind of love that about it. But every early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s movie that was like a romance comedy or a rom-com or just a straight up comedy, there was always like a quirky animal involved. So pigs, again, for some reason in the early 2000s, we were obsessed with pigs. So pigs, which Moo was adorable. So cute. So Moo, you had to have the crazy quirky animal. You had to have somewhat manic pixie dream girl. I'm thinking like Garden State, Forgetting like 500 Days of Summer, somewhat manic pixie dream girl, which I liked Brittany Murphy's take on that, because Brittany Murphy made her not just a manic pixie dream girl. She actually was beyond that and had some depth to her character once you figured out what was going on with her character, and you were like, oh, okay, that's why. But yeah, kind of quirky. The generic love interest, although I'm going to talk about that. I really like what they did with this, with him. And then the scenario of like fish out of water. But I really liked a lot of elements of this movie. I appreciated that Dakota Fanning's character was the straight-laced, like, the movie does a really good, I feel like this movie, for getting a bad review when it came out, I feel like it's not ahead of its time, but there's some concepts of it. I'm like, no, actually, that's really good. And the idea of coping and grief, because this came out 22 years ago. So the idea of, there's some things that Brittany Murphy's character talks about, that Molly talks about, that, in how we express grief, how we cope, and her talking with Dakota about like the importance of, you don't know if you're going to lose your family, so make sure you talk to them, make sure you're there for them. And the idea of, she tells Dakota Fanning's character that if you talk with them, it helps them hang on, but it could have been just what he needed to hear to know that she was okay and that she was going to be all right before he passed. It's, and also, whether you believe in that or not, he was, you could believe that he was going to pass that day and that time regardless of if Dakota talked, or if, Dakota's character Ray talked to him or not. So for Molly's character to tell Ray this, it's almost kind of like, hey, don't regret never talking to your father one more time. And so now Ray can say, I don't regret because I got to talk to him before he died. That whole thing with the dad, the conversation they have in the bedroom, and when Molly's character opens up to reveal about her parents and everything, that I nearly started crying. I was like, oh my God, it touched me. It was such a sweet, sentimental scene. So the start of this movie makes a lot more sense once we get into it a little bit more. And that's the concept of, we see the girl at the beginning says some fairy tales are true, and it's Molly's character going back from Coney Island and says, most other stories we make up to help us deal with real life. And the spinning and everything, I love the motif. It depends on your point of view. But here are the facts. There was a princess who lived in a castle high above the streets of an enchanted kingdom. And the king and queen were long gone, but they left her with their treasure so she could stay a princess forever. Yep. So in this, Brittany Murphy's character, Molly, is 22, about to turn 22 years old, and she has inherited this apartment and has this trust fund set up by her parents, who were like, her dad was a rock star, and then her parents died in a plane crash going to a concert, and so she's left with this trust fund, and she pretty much just grows up sheltered. Like, from the time she was 8 years old, from like, for the next 14 years, she grows up sheltered, and everybody around her, it's kind of sad once you really get to figuring out what her story is, because you're like, oh, everybody's just treating her nice and tolerating her because her family was wealthy and she has status. And then once she breaks away from all that and kind of, makes a name for herself, it's like you really see the true shades of people come out. It's kind of cool. I feel like I said, there were different aspects of this movie they could have done more with if they'd been given like 20 more minutes, maybe. Which this film, the pacing's fine. It's just by the time it wraps up, there were storylines I was like, oh, damn, I wish I could have watched or seen more of that. Like, it would have been cool to see more of, the stigma she would face after, she accepts. Because once the money's gone, we find out that the person that was running her family's account in their absence was embezzling money and taking all the money, and she was left with nothing. And we kind of see, her bounce from place to place, but we don't ever really see her kind of struggle with that too much. She always has some kind of support network under her, which is great. I really liked Huey's character. Huey's character was played for comic relief, but he really was like a support for Molly, and was like, hey, you can stay with me, it's fine. And he's kind of sleazy, but like, he never tried to hurt her, and I thought that was really cool. So I liked Huey's character a lot. Damn, that one scene where her and Ingrid get in the argument and Ingrid just tells her to leave, I was like, ooh, like, it got, and Brittany Murphy's character does like the, I don't want you controlling my life. That was tense. That was a bit much. That part I was like, oh, that's an awkward conversation. And for them to be best friends, but Molly's character has been kind of, spoiled the entire time. So we find out there's the stuff of her dad, all of this, and she has the pig, and then she's just kind of lived in this like life of luxury, and she just has kind of been able to do whatever she wants, like wake up in the middle of the day and the middle of the night, and then go to her birthday party with she's had to do nothing. The girl has had to want for nothing for 14 years since her parents passed. She's never had to worry about anything. And then suddenly the rug's pulled out. She has no money and she has to get a job. This staircase that is to their apartment, this set is from Ghostbusters. It is from 1980s Ghostbusters. You go look up Ghostbusters 1980s, 1986 or 88. This staircase is the one that the Ghostbusters, Ray and Venkman and all of them, they're walking up the staircase, and they're like, they get halfway and they're like, I'm gonna puke, or like something like that. Like, that's the same staircase. I'm pretty sure they filmed it in the same location. I bet that it is. And so yeah, I like the idea that she, has been getting all of these flowers, all of these things, and the apartment tenants are kind of like, really, girl? But she just, is kind of inconsiderate. It's interesting how she kind of feigns caring when she's really kind of oblivious to what everybody else is wanting around her and their own needs. So I liked the character arc that Molly goes through where she has to kind of come to terms with her own trauma and her own coping and realize that the reason she's kind of stayed in this kind of arrested development as a kid is because she hasn't gotten over her parents' death or realized how to cope with it. And through her interacting with Dakota Fanning's character, she learns to cope and kind of grow up. But at the beginning, I'm going to be honest, I did not care for Molly's character at the beginning of this, which is the point. We're not supposed to like her character. Her character at the beginning is kind of like Huey and Ingrid, they don't really change throughout the story. They're pretty much the same, right? It's Molly's character that changes. And at the beginning, Molly's character is really vapid. She's very spoiled. She's very vain. She's very ditzy, which that doesn't change. But she's also kind of like desperate and clingy. And she's just kind of like just kind of obnoxious at the beginning, especially when she is on the phone with Ingrid being like, he's smothering me and I want me to leave. And then he's desperate to keep him there. It's like, girl, choose a lane. But that's how our character's supposed to be at the beginning. We're supposed to be mad at her and being like, girl, what's wrong? And Dakota Fanning's just like, you need to grow up. And then by the end of the film, Molly's character is the one trying to support Ray's character and is the one that finds her and shows the maturity and the whole confrontation with the mom, Roma, everything like that. That was all like encapsulating her character growth. And I really liked it. I think there could have been more things with it. Like, I wanted to see more of, I did like when Molly's character and Ingrid got back together at the funeral. I thought that was really well done. I feel like the breakup between Ingrid and Molly happened so soon and it was so dramatic, but there has to be a reason why she goes to Huey's and things fall into place. So it was fine. But yeah, I could see if you wanted more with, if you had wanted more with her character and them. I feel like the women that are Ingrid's friends are from Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion. I feel like they're the same. But yeah, and so then we meet Dakota Fanning's character. She was such a good actress. Dakota Fanning was amazing in this. For a kid being 9, for a 9-year-old to get the nuance, to get the grief, the emotion, the coping, the trauma that this girl's character is going through with her dad and the lack of care from her mom and neglect. She just nailed it. Like, those emotions felt so natural and real, and she just nailed it. It was so good. And I loved the chemistry between Murphy and Fanning. Like, their chemistry as the ditzy, hippie, spoiled princess of the rock star that hasn't been able to grow up, and the little girl who's grown up too fast. And like their very like opposites attract chemistry where they basically kind of become sisters by the end of it. It was really good. I loved it. I thought it was great. So yeah, Neil is played, find the cast here. Neil's played by Jesse Spencer, who kind of has like a Nicholas Hoult vibe. I kept wondering if he was like Nicholas Hoult. I'm like, he kind of looks a little bit like him. But yeah, he was in Winning London with the Olsen twins. That's where I've seen him before. I'm like, what has he been in that I've seen? Winning London has the Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. I watched that when I was in high school. I remember that. Mm-hmm. He's also been on the TV show House. He was on House for 12 years. Oh my God. Or 8 years. He was on House for like 8 years. Okay. So he was a character on that. He's been on a couple of different things, but yeah, he was mainly in House. That's probably, if I ask, my brother's a big House fan, so I've watched a couple episodes with him, so that's where I recognize him too. Look, imagine that. He's from Australia. So that British accent, he's actually from Australia. Funny that. That was probably, I thought that aspect, because this really isn't a romance comedy. It's not a romance. It has the beginning where she sees him, immediately falls in love, and because she's a spoiled princess, she's like, well, I'm gonna get the guy. And then she realizes she doesn't want the guy, but then he gets famous because of the song he makes up, the one-hit wonder, because of his relationship with her. But then she's kind of like, I love in the film where she stands up to him and she's like, I have some self-respect now. You need to respect me and figure out your own problems. At the beginning, when she was like literally enabling him to possibly regress on steps that are akin to his sobriety, I was like, oh my God. Which 2003, y'all, 'twas a different time. I was like, oh no. But yeah, and that damn Egyptian cotton sheet song is going to be stuck in my head forever. It's going to be stuck in my head forever, that damn song. But yeah, so she, like him being celibate and everything. The one thing is, while I appreciated that the movie was not focusing on a romance between her and Neil, like I loved at the end when they did the little concert, it wasn't like Neil was getting back together with her. You could open up that possibility, and that could be something that happens later on if they develop a relationship. But I liked, one, he bought the guitar collection because he really admired and was inspired by Molly's dad, but also because it was a way for him to show her that, hey, these guitars and this collection are going to be appreciated by somebody, and it's somebody you know. So if you want to come over and see them, there's not like romantic strings attached, but you could come see your father's collection and it's preserved and protected. And this way you have a piece of him always accessible. Loved that. Thought that was great. I thought that was awesome. I liked the twist of him buying it, and it's like, oh, of course. So I liked that. But at the end, when they're doing the concert performance, I loved that what Neil's character was doing wasn't singing a song to like, hey, get back together with me. It was just like, hey, I'm saving this stuff about your dad, which I know you care for. I'm helping to let Ray perform and be free, but also this isn't to win you back. It's just to show that I'm on your side. And if it ends up rekindling their relationship, then cool. But if not, there's just friends. And I loved that. I thought that was really, really well done. And it was refreshing, because normally, like, what I was afraid of was that it was going to be the whole, like, kiss the girl at the end, get back together, and be super cheesy and cliche. And they didn't do that. And I respect that. The one aspect I wish we could have gotten more with that was hinted at but didn't go anywhere was when you found out, like, the moment she shows up in the kitchen and he's there and you realize the mom has been sleeping around with him. I was like, oh my God. I thought there was going to be a confrontation about that, because you find out, you know, the dad is in the coma, he's not coming out of the coma, and then you find out the mom is sleeping around with Neil, possibly other musicians, because she's all about business and making deals. It's like, oh damn. Like, Heather Locklear plays the mom. Heather Locklear was like a mainstay in American television in the early 2000s. She's gorgeous, and she plays a great villain. Heather Locklear plays an amazing villain because she's so pretty, but she just kind of has this bitchiness to her, like this natural, authentic bitchiness. I'm sure she's lovely in real life, but she just has this bitchiness to her that you're just like, And I thought the movie could have gone a little bit further with that, but I'm kind of glad in a way that they didn't, because I didn't want Ray's character to find out her mom had been cheating. I feel like that'd been too much. If Ray's character found out her mom was cheating on her dad with all these musicians, and also that's why she was missing her recitals and stuff, that'd be too much. So I'm okay with that not being the case. But yeah, it starts out as this romance, and then she slowly realizes that they're not really compatible, but she's been kind of trying to make it work. And then it ends up, I like by the end of the film, she fixed up his jacket and he hated it. And then you have like, who are the guest stars at the end? Who are the guest stars at the end? I want to go back and see like who ends up showing up. They ask her to design clothes. Who are I don't want to get it wrong. The musician cameos in Uptown Girls. Who are the cameos? Who were they? I wanted to know, like, who ended up showing up. I'm going to look at the the cast there to see who comes in at the end. The celebrity. Because they mentioned Garth Brooks, which was really funny. Towards the end there. There was an uncredited pig walker in this film. That's fun. That's fun. I just love somebody got their start in this film by being an Uptown Girls, being a pig walker, and they're like credited, you know, as one does. Let's see here. There's a party guy. Oh yes, Mark McGrath. Mark McGrath and Dave Navarro. Yes, those are the two. Okay, I was like, I knew that. I was like, who are those two musicians? I don't want to get it wrong, but yes, Mark McGrath is someone who. Mark McGrath is isn't it Sugar Ray? Yes, it is Sugar Ray. Mark McGrath is the lead singer for Sugar Ray. Yep, and Dave Navarro is he does. Oh God, he's done lots of things. He was in Entourage. Yeah, Mark McGrath is one for Sugar Ray. I was like, what a time for him. He was doing like the live action Scooby Doo around this time. Mark McGrath was having a great time. Great time in the early 2000s, doing all the cameos, everything. Wish we could have seen Garth Brooks, but we could not be so lucky. But yeah, this was such a fun little movie. I actually really liked this movie a lot. Once we got, because at the beginning, Molly's character was so unstable and chaotic, and this free spirit that just has no sense of responsibility or being an adult. But once her and Ray's character start to interact, and she has to kind of like bounce off of Ray's energy, and they learn from each other like about their dads and everything, and that their dads and their fates have kind of brought them closer. That, like, watching Molly's character go through like a growing up arc was so good. Like, I really, once we got like into about a third of the movie, and once she left Ingrid's house and went to start staying and like interacting with Ray's character, that's when the movie really picks up. So if you can get through that first 30 minutes, then the next hour is just, it was so good. I was like, I don't know where this character's going, but then I really loved the journey that the two of them went on. It was so good. And then there's like all these like early 2000s shenanigans, like with the yoga. I feel like early 2000s sitcoms had like yoga scenes all the time, and Pilates, and like the stuff with the dishwasher and the park. It was all super cute. And although that woman, Brittany Murphy, walking barefoot outside in the streets of New York, hell to the no. Never, never. Those streets are nasty. Never. They're just nasty because all these people have been walking on them. So I loved it. The club scene was a little weird because it doesn't ever get explained. Like, there's just the parts that are with Brittany and Brittany Murphy's character and Dakota Fanning's character I loved. I thought those were all so well done. They have such great on-screen chemistry together because they play off each other and they're such good foils for each other. Like, they were fantastic. There were different parts of this film that I do wish could have gotten a little expanded upon, like Huey's role, the mom, Roma. Neil's character is just kind of there after a while. After, I do like that Molly's character gives him the talk, being like, oh no, you're not disrespecting me. You go fix yourself. I'm not your muse, and all this. Like, I liked her doing that. I think that some of the scenes, if there had been like 20 more minutes, could have been beefed up, but I get it of why you didn't want to have it. And I think that I was on the verge of tears, especially with the dad parts in the film. And the moment, the for me, the best parts of the movie, for me, by far, I loved the Coney Island scene. I thought that was so cute. The Coney Island scene was so sweet. And they did a really good job of bookending. And they did a good job booking the beginning and end of the movie. I thought we could have had more with Molly's new apartment and getting more with that set up. But again, we didn't have time. But to me, the two best scenes are when Molly and Ray talk about the dad and about how she needs to spend more time with him. And you see Dakota Fanning sitting down by the bed and talking to him, and she puts her little hand on his. That nearly tore me up. And then the best scene is when she gets the pig back and realizes that Dakota Fanning's character's kicked the pig out of the house. And when she walks in, sees the empty bed, it happened this morning, and she walks into the bedroom, and Ray's just practicing ballet like nothing's wrong. Bout tore me up. Bout made me cry. Yep. Because Ray's character not only believes she's been betrayed because what Molly told her didn't come true, but also her form of coping is just to regress push it all back. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. And that's kind of what Molly's been doing the whole movie. Growing up, she's been not thinking about it and just being a kid and not thinking about it. She just went the opposite spectrum of Ray's character. And when the mom is like, oh, she's fine. And Molly's like, what do you mean she's fine? She's clearly not fine. Like anybody grieving would know, but the mom doesn't care about the husband anymore. So it's like that. Oh, those scenes were so good. The last third of this movie was just great. The last 30 minutes was just great. There were parts I wish we'd had more time with, like the auction, Neil showing up at the house, and Molly having that realization, her getting the new apartment. Like there were aspects I thought could have been expanded upon, but I really liked this movie. I thought it was good. I really enjoyed it. It definitely is like a time capsule of 2003 for sure. But I love her taking charge of her own life and Molly's character just figuring out what to do and just becoming a better person. And because of this little girl that she was, you know, being a nanny for, it made both of them better. Is it a perfect movie? No. I think there's lots of things you could do to make it better, but I really liked it. I thought it was great. I thought the actors and actresses did a great job with it. It was just, I thought it was great. I liked it. Even though Metacritic gave it a 33 out of 100, which I feel is very unfair. I was like, excuse me, there's been a lot worse movies than this, but the Cinema Score people gave it an A-. I think that's fair. I think an A- is fair. If you give it a B+, sure. But I thought this was a good movie. I really liked this. Nice. Well, Roger Ebert gave it a 3 stars, 3 out of 4 stars, and likened Brittany Murphy to Lucille Ball. So, you know what? That's great. Looking back now at some of her roles, Brittany Murphy she was kind of ahead of her time. She had so much potential as an actress. She has this like, I don't think that a lot of studios knew what to do with Brittany Murphy. I think they knew when casting her that she had talent and she has a look that just screams unique. But I don't know if a lot of them knew what to do with her as an actress, like what kind of roles would really fit her. Because I'm like, if she had lived longer, I could have seen her in like something by R.I.P. David Lynch. But I could see her in just some kind of like really weird noir or really crazy. She was in Sin City, which she was amazing in that film. But she just has that look and presence to her. And she could be gritty, but then like in this movie be quirky and fun at the same time. Like she's just ahead of her time. R.I.P. Brittany Murphy. I was in high school when she was really hitting her heyday, and I was in college when she passed, and I hadn't seen enough of her work to really appreciate her as an actress. And of course, hindsight 2020. Now, looking back on her previous works, it's like she was just so good as an actress. She was just great. R.I.P. R.I.P. To Brittany Murphy. Dakota Fanning is an incredible actress as well. Dakota Fanning gives me a lot of like Kirsten Dunst vibes. Kirsten Dunst did a lot of acting when she was a kid and was just ahead of her time as a kid actor as well. Just really good. So, Nicholas, you did good. You did great. This was fantastic. I loved this movie. This was wonderful. Tubi's got a lot of free movies y'all should check out, and I'm gonna go back and rewatch this. Like this and Coherence. I've been telling my friends about Coherence because it was so good, and now I'm going to tell them about Uptown Girls. Be like, have you guys seen that movie with Brittany Murphy from the early 2000s, Dakota Fanning? It's really cute. Has Dan Pig in it. But next week, we're going to go back to some animation from Japan, a movie that came out a year later from this. And I'm super excited about that. So if you want to see what that is, you can check my September update video on the channel to see what I'm talking about. Or you can tune in next week and see what movie gets commissioned next. Because I'm expanding my cinematic horizons every week. And it feels amazing. So, Nicholas, you're a real one. Thank you so much for the commission. I hope you enjoyed this reaction and discussion. I hope you all watching enjoyed this as well. I hope you get a chance to watch this movie with me and to check it out on your own time. But in the meantime, I hope you all have a wonderful week. Please stay safe, take care, and yeah, I'll be back very soon with some more reactions. Bye.